is Kurt from the Honeyest One. We're at the Frostville Market. It's Saturday, 9 to 1. We're at the winter version of the market today, and we're in the barn, and here are all the vendors for this weekend. We got called because Neil, the usual beekeeper, he isn't here this week, so they called us to fill in, and our stand is over there in case you wanted to stop by and get any honey. So this week's vendor is...
My name is Brandon. We are with Fat Farm, and we are the sourdough bakers for the market.
Okay. And who, you got a helper here?
Yes, this is Ellie. This is my right hand. This is Wesley. And yes.
So how many different types of sourdough bread do you have?
So what we bring to the market is a limited menu, but we have, today we have our classic loaf, which is most popular.
The classic
loaf.
And that's a traditional sourdough bread?
Yes.
Oh, great.
Over here we have pizza crusts.
Pizza crust. So if you wanted to make a pizza and you bought this, what would be the process?
Right, so these are par-baked pizza crusts, meaning they're just lightly baked, so you can buy them, put your toppings on them. We've learned that you put them in the oven for about 4 or 5 minutes at 400 degrees, and they're ready to go.
So you put your toppings on, put it in the oven, 4 or 5 minutes, you have a delicious pizza.
Yeah, that's it.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
Wow.
So underneath the pizza crust, we have cinnamon raisin, probably runner-up as far as most popular goes. And then we have jalapeno cheese. These are sourdough baguettes.
Sourdough baguettes.
We carry the sourdough starter throughout all of our products.
Okay. Are these the kind of baguettes that you can use, like, in case you get mugged in the parking lot? You can use it as like a baton?
You know what? They're probably long enough. Yeah, we love to use the sourdough baguettes for bruschetta and appetizers. They're good for sandwiches. They're good for putting cheese and spreads on them.
I see you got a QR code. What's that about?
Yeah, so if we are not at the market, we do pickups at our house in Westlake. So what we've established is this QR code that takes you to our online store on Hotplate, and you can from there see our full menu. You can pre-order. My wife's the baker, and then you would come to our house and pick up from there.
Okay. How long have you been doing this?
So we've been baking my wife has been baking for as long as I've known her, but mostly sourdough, I would say probably 5, 6 or so years. In addition to the sourdough, because we're called That Farm, we also do various proteins. But at the markets, we bring our baked products.
So you have 1, 2, 3 variations. You have more?
Yeah, so again, it's limited at the market, but online you would see a broader menu. But we have probably, our bakery offers, I would say, 10 or so items.
Where's the online?
So the online is when you go to the QR code, it takes you to a site. It's called Hotplate, and on there you see a page with all of our bakery items.
Okay.
And again, you would pre-order.
So it's not like thatfarm.com or something?
No, it's not thatfarm.com. It's right now, it's just the QR code. It takes you to the Hotplate is like the platform. But hopefully soon we'll have our own, website where it'll make a little, be easier to access.
Yeah. This is really good bread, and I'm going to get some. And I almost waited too long to come over here because you sell out usually, I think, pretty much most of the time, right?
Yeah, we've been really blessed by the customers that we've had consistently coming in.
So if you come here, you have to come early because you might be sold out. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So what do you like about doing this?
Oh, what do I like about doing it? Well, it's a fun process. It's rewarding. It's a commitment. But we started doing the sourdough mostly for our family because we had gluten allergies or celiacs. There's celiacs in our family.
So is this stuff, any of this gluten-free?
Well, it's not gluten-free, but the understanding of how sourdough works is folks that have a gluten allergy, it's usually the wheat, right, that they're allergic to. Sourdough breaks down the gluten, and so the process that happens in fermenting allows the food to be more tolerable for the gut. And
Oh,
so
good.
folks who have a gluten allergy,
I did not know that about sourdough bread.
it's pretty interesting because it's nothing that we've created. This is just a natural process where
Yeah.
fermentation happens. It breaks down the gluten. The body's able to digest the food more properly. It also spikes your metabolic system, allowing you to absorb more nutrients. And so the food that you pair with a fermented diet, your body will be able to retain more nutrients from it. So if you have a gluten allergy and you have sourdough that's been fermented for 24 hours, very likely you'll be able to tolerate it. And so, in fact, a lot of our customers have gluten allergies or celiacs, and they've come back and saying this
We've got somebody with a gluten problem in
Yeah.
the family. Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. So these folks have come back and said that your bread's the only bread that we can handle.
Wow.
It's nothing we're doing creatively. It's just allowing the gluten to properly break down. So it's
So
really,
when somebody buys one of these, they're going to eat it pretty quick, make a pizza.
Yeah.
Somebody buys some of your bread. What's if they don't eat the whole thing right away, what's a good way to treat that?
yeah. So if you, like some folks, they look at this bread and they say, that's a lot of bread. How am I going to eat all that? We recommend cutting it in half, keeping out a half out for 2-3 days, and then you can freeze the other half for up to 2 weeks. We've found 2 weeks to be a good length of time it being frozen to come out and still taste
Usually sourdough does last longer than regular non-sourdough bread, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Because isn't it more acidic?
It's so the fermenting process allows it so the starter keeps for a long time. So the process in which sourdough is made allows you to preserve the starter for longer, right? So you can make this bread with the same starter for a long period of time because of the fermenting process and the feeding. So that's really what I guess extends the life of the product.
Yeah.
Once it's baked, now it's an actual fresh product where everything's been activated, and now you have a 3-day shelf life. But the preservation is more in like the physical starter, which is the ingredient that you put
So
in.
the starter that you talk of earlier, you were saying something about the ancient Romans and thousands of years old and something, or?
Yeah, exactly. So our starter is over 150 years old right now.
Oh, wow.
My wife received it from a friend of a friend, and so again, a testimony of just.
And you can pass it down to your kids?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We've got it in our will.
And your grandkids?
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly. So it's cool because the older the starter, the more properties it carries, the more flavor it has. And so that's what we've been using, and folks have been coming back. So.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I appreciate you being here.
Yes, thank you so
much. And
much.
I'm going to get some. I think I'm going to get the cinnamon raisin one. I think I'm going to get that.
Very good.
And your name again?
I'm Brandon.
Brandon. It was
Yes.
very nice meeting you, Brandon.
Yes, this is Ellie.
Ellie.
This is Wesley. Hey, Wes, you want to say, give it a little wave? He's watching some soccer. And my wife, like I said, my wife Amy, she's the baker. I can't take the credit.
Does she ever come to the markets?
She does, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So she'll bake through the night, and then so
she got all this ready, and
it's
you
a little
brought
bit
it?
of a reprieve for her as she gets a break. I get to come and put her product on the table.
Excellent.
But yeah, it's an awesome product. We really enjoy making it, and we're glad to be able to bring it here to Frostville.
All right. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Is there anything you want to say about social media or anything?
I would say,
Tell them to just go to the QR code?
yeah, I would say go to QR code or follow Frostville. I mean, we're on Facebook.
Frostville, okay.
So, if folks are interested in following us.
And people can buy this from you when you're not here?
Yes, when we're not here, especially if they are subscribed to our hot plate. Which allows,
to Hot Plate, okay.
Yeah, that's going to be the best. It's a free subscription. We just need a phone number.
We'll put the QR code in and all that link and everything. And,
That'd be great.
So when you get calls at 3 o'clock in the morning, you know it was because of me.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Brandon.
Cool, thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Sweet.